We can talk about that.
I got no problems
talk
anymore.
about that, like, right?
Except money.
On the jump.
Except money. Money is always going to be the problem. But, dude, welcome back. Welcome
What
home.
you need to do is invest in an investment property and then flip that property to 10 more properties. And then, you got to go inside your mind palace. You need to buy my course. It'll teach you about flipping properties, Mikey.
Yes. And you gotta buy boob coin because it's going up.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
I boob
And
coin.
I made it.
Boobs is to the moon.
Poop to
Yeah,
the moon.
dude.
Poop to the
Yeah,
moon.
dude. Yeah.
Dude, welcome back. Welcome home, guys. If you're listening, like and subscribe. We got one of the MVPs of the podcast
Yes,
coming
sir.
back for another appearance. Adam Simon. We're not going to say where he's at,
Okay.
but he's somewhere in the world.
Somewhere around the world.
And he's coming to you from a place
Live.
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 Adam, thank you for joining us, bro.
Good to see you, dude.
I got a question for you. What do you hope this conversation we have brings today?
You know what, man? I just wanted to see you guys again. Like that's like the biggest part of it.
Hell yeah.
Like, dude, since leaving LA, right? And kind of being wrapped up in quite a few things, whether it was, this FBI investigation that was going on of a bunch of fucking scumbags, whether it was, projects that I had where, I became involved in good faith and wrote some things. And then, a bunch of Mossad guys came in and were like, that's cool. We'll take it from here. We'll invite you to one of the premieres, but then we're just going to take your name off of everything. So like, after that, my phone doesn't ring. Like, my phone don't ring. My phone doesn't ring at all. There's nobody fucking calling this guy. And I don't hear from people at all. And when I do hear from them, if they're in the industry, they're like, what happened to you? You kind of fell off the face of the planet. I'm like, motherfucker, my email, my phone number has been the same for 5 years. What are you talking about? Oh, it's because you didn't see my name in a Deadline article, so you didn't think you could get something? Cool. All right. So now that we're back to being honest with each other, what do you need? Well, I was wanting to see if you were working on something. I was talking to so-and-so. They said that you might be doing a movie out in this country or this thing and that thing. Oh, so you're calling me for work. So let's just call it like what it is. Like, we're not fucking friends. Like, this is a business transaction. And it's what relationships in LA and Hollywood and in this business have always been, and you go to these red carpet premieres and people are like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. Oh, my friend. Oh, isn't she the best? Oh my God, isn't he the best? And really they're like, I hate that bitch, and they don't care. It's like summer camp.
Yeah.
This is all to say that the only motherfucker aside from my best friend in the world to the day that I die, Noah Danby, incredible actor, hire him, and writer and so many other things, is you, Dave. Like I hear from you. Like I hear from you guys, and not about like, hey man, what are you working on? What do you got? Because we have those conversations, but like, you'll call me and just go, hey man, you crossed my mind. Are you good? Are you all right? Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? And we have that kind of a relationship, and it's so rare, dude. Like, it just doesn't exist. And my family's kind of unique in that way too. Like, we're all spread out all over the world. We're gypsies. So we just kind of see each other when we see each other. But I don't have friends. And I think what has made this experience of ditching America altogether and just going, fuck it, I'm out, like, has made me focus on my relationship, my child, my relationship with God. It's made me focus on this, like, circle, my other, my children, from my previous marriage. Like, that's it. That's the circle, man. And it's like, everybody else can fuck off. And once you experience something like that, like coming out of Mormonism, right? Like, your community rejects you. Like, at least that's what my experience was. Like, people are like, hey man, we heard you're not going to church anymore, so we can't hang out anymore. I'm like, what? You've been my friend for like 8 years. What are you talking about? Can't talk to you no more. So when that happens, or you get family members rejecting you, or whatever that is, there's a recalibration of like, okay, what's important? And when this happened, dude, and through this process, I started going, what the fuck am I on Instagram for? Mm-hmm. Like, what is this? Why am I? And then you start to like, it's like in They Live, you know, when Roddy Piper puts on the glasses and you start seeing the aliens. Like you start walking around, you're going, oh, this is weird. I'm in a full restaurant right now, and nobody's stopping to pray and bless the food. They're stopping to do a photo shoot of their fucking medium rare ribeyes. You know, like everybody's stopping for a table photo shoot. And now that we've announced to the world that we are about to eat in this restaurant and we've tagged every one of the locations, you put your thing in there. Okay, now let us eat. You know, what the fuck is this? What world is this? And who am I performing for? Well, you got to be in that race, man. You got to be in that hustle and that grind. Do I? Because the second that I left Instagram and Pop Smoke on America, I've done 4 movies. Like, one television series that's now on HBO Max. You'll only see me in the credits on that one because they don't want to talk about, you know, the outlier who participated in creating that fucking thing. But nonetheless, I still have a show on HBO Max. All that stuff I did without an agent, without a representative, without a lawyer, without anybody. Like I just went out and did it on my own. And with the love and the support of people that actually give a fuck about me, which I can count on one hand, that's it. And I think that's the message. I think, you know, sorry for the long explanation, but getting out of this is like, I love you, dude. Like, I love Dave, Mikey, I tolerate. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, you don't have to like, you know, like split it up. Like, you talk to Dave, man.
I mean, I
don't even know where to talk to you.
No, I'm just kidding. And I know you found love, and I'm really freaking happy.
Dude, no, this makes me think. I'm like, man, I wanna reach out more, man. I do. And like, I was talking to Dave before this. He didn't do his lady was working on Halloween. Yeah. My lady was working on Halloween. I'm like, why didn't we do anything?
I know we should have.
I'm like, I'm a bad friend.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, for that day,
you're not. No, you're not.
For that day, I'm like, dude, why don't I didn't even think.
Me neither.
You know, so I want to think more.
Dude,
you know?
I have friends. There's one other person. You know, my cousin Zach. So Zach Fernandez. He's, and I'm going to send this to him. I love him with all my heart. And we have spent some minimal time together, not a ton, but he's one of those people that like, whenever he drops into my life or whenever I drop into his life, we pick up right where we left off without skipping a beat and without saying like, where have you been? Like, what the fuck, man? You know, like, man, you know, and I've had people, you know, write me off on social media where they're like, hey man, I sent you a DM a while back, you know, and said, hey, just wanted to say, hey, and you didn't respond. And then they write 20 pages of how I'm an asshole. And I'm just like, no, I don't even get this from, you know, my fiance. Like, I don't get this from my close friends. Like, who the fuck do you think you'd move along? Like, I'm not reading this. This is crazy. Yeah, man, you guys are like professional heavyweight fighters. Like, it's like, you know, crazy. But what struck me about you, Mikey, is just like your openness. Like, I think that's why you and Dave are friends. Like, you guys are very kind of like, you know, what you see is what you get. There's no like, everybody's got like a bit of a facade, but like with you guys, you can be very open with each other about who you are. And even when I was there, I said to Dave, I go, the last time I did you guys' podcast, I was still holding back a little bit because I'm so suspicious of people, like constantly. But I was shocked by how just open and trying to get to, you know, a truth both of you guys are. So I love that. I love that about you guys. I always have. I think it's amazing. It's only grown since I last saw you. You know, Dave checks in, but whenever Dave's checking in, he's always giving me the Mikey report. He's always like, oh, you know, Mikey found this girl. Mikey's in love. Oh, dude, he's smitten. He's bumping into walls and looking at butterflies and shit. And it's like, you know, it's cool. So there's no need, dude. I just think you guys are great. It's good to talk to.
Yeah, dude, likewise, man. It's like Dave randomly hit me up and he's like, I reached out to this guy and like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever. Like, let's talk. And you're awesome. Yeah. And it's like we're all on like similar path, but like in different areas and stuff. And it's I don't know, man. We all see the bullshit, and I think that's the thing that's like, it's funny that you start mentioning stuff to him, like about giving the Mikey report. Like, that's a good friend. You know what I mean? Like, you're excited for me, and like I always knew like you'd be so excited once I found someone and everything. Like, same with my, like, it's like a family member, that's just like happy for you regardless, They're like, oh man, finally, that person has something. And I don't know, man, the openness is definitely something I think that has been so important with just what we do here every week. From the beginning, when we look back, it's like we were trying to be open, and now I feel like successfully, like we can kind of do that, like whenever we sit down here,
for sure.
And I think that aids to like, when we bring someone like you on or anyone on, it's able to like, I don't know, we're in like our place to like be open, right? And it's easy to do that with anyone else. So I feel like that's just like what it aids to,
for sure,
how that works for us.
Yeah, I think that's always like a goal for us when we talk to each other as friends. I mean, I don't think twice about like, this is how I'm feeling and this is where I'm at today. And
I don't want to somber the mood.
No, dude. Because I know you'll receive it, and you'll either try to just be a lending ear and give me your time, or you'll try to, assist me in finding an answer, a solution, or some support in some way. So you've done that for years. But it goes back to, Adam, what you're saying, like, when I met you, it was like, I'm like a fan of what you did. So that's like where it started. I was like, wow, that movie was amazing. And I just wanted to tell you truthfully and honestly with like an intention of not flattering, but just laying on you that your work is important if you have forgotten, or if you have, not that you needed it. It was just something on my heart that I was like, I got to tell this guy this thing. And then it's amazing what God can do, because he can kind of take two people from different places and say, well, if you trust me, and if you trust, you begin to trust each other, like I can grow something in you that's love. That's like a bond that is, but you got to have that willingness to kind of trust. And we come from different places, and we've been through different things. And it's very hard in this world to trust people. It's very hard to give your heart, pull it out of your chest, put it in Mikey's hand and be like, I trust you with this, man. Like that's a choice you make. And from that, I think good things can grow. But of course you're at risk of being hurt, in a friendship and a relationship and all that. And that's the cost of doing business. Like that's the cost of living a loving walk. If you don't do that, you're gonna avoid a lot of pain, but you don't have love. You don't have real friendship.
I had a friend who, I had a friend since about, off and on, communication wise, but friend since about 2012, and we recently parted ways. I say, you go to your corner, I'm gonna go to mine. Have fun. And it really kind of came down to this: is business and friendship was kind of mixed together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as is in Hollywood, but the things that I'd worked on, I think this is something else to impart to other creatives. You're already doing it, so that's what's amazing about you guys. You're already doing your thing. Is I've spent the majority of my life making other people's dreams come true, and a byproduct of that has been, I get to be along for the ride and go, look, I'm a part of this thing. It's very collaborative, right? And they go, yeah, get the fuck out of here. And this one individual, he's been sitting with my projects for the better part of 6 years. And the last projects that we worked on, I got the actor, I brought the money, I brought the equity, and he's sitting around talking about his fees and, his importance. First person to write a letter to Deadline and Hollywood Reporter to make sure, his name is there in the announcement, and I'm not, kind of a thing. Even though didn't get an actor, didn't bring any money, never set foot on set. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking at this behavior, which is workable. It's kind of like Mel Gibson says. He's like, in this business, people are going to try to fuck you, and you can't take it personally. Because sometimes it's inadvertent and sometimes you'll screw over somebody and you didn't mean it, but it just happened. And so I gave a lot of rope in that respect. Then when it came down to it and I called him on the carpet, and you know, him and some other individuals, but it was like a group. And these are, you know, party hard, live hard, you know, types of individuals. I just said, listen, and I left the door open. I said, the second that you walk through a door of a rehab, then you can call me. Until that time, lose my fucking number, you know, because you're a liability. Even more so, you're a risk. You're a risk to my safety and security and sanity, but also to my family. I don't got time for that shit. You know, as much as people want to sit there and go like, oh, you got to be a good friend or whatever. When somebody gets a death grip on you and is pulling you down and you're like, oh, I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown with this guy. So what are my options? Well, I can punch him in the face and kick free, let him go unconscious, and then we can swim to shore, right? No, I must be forgiving as I, oh, hi, Jesus. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need that. So, but before that conversation, I just go, I don't understand what you're trying to do with the creative work from a business perspective. Like, explain this to me. And he said, revenge. I want revenge. Like, we got to get, you know, I want revenge. Like, anybody who doubted me, anybody bad. And he's kind of going through this thing. And he's like, you know, the big house and the big car and all these aspirations of the hottest woman and the this and that, and starts laying out all these goals. And I was like, I'm sorry if you thought that that's what I want, because I don't give a fuck about any of those things. I do not care about any of those things. And you telling me that that's your focus, like that is what you wake up in the morning, you know, and reach for that glass of whiskey. That's your goal for that day is just dominance, rage, and pillage and plunder. Well, guess what, bro? That's not me. Mm-hmm. And if you want to go get it and, you know, attack the villages and rape and pillage, good on you. I'm not. So I'm going to go do my thing over here, and that's it. And I think what's always inspired me about you is you've gone out and done something on your own. You both have. And you know, speaking of your film, Dave, when you go out and you just go, I'm doing this. I just gotta get it done. And the work of getting it done. And let's see if I can sell it now. Now you're in a different kind of territory with that. But you went out and made it. And that's the thing. I think for the first time in my life, I'm just going, oh, wow. Like, I was able to write this project on my own. I was able to get funding for this project on my own. I was able to get these actors that, you know, are well known. One of them's Academy Award winner. Like, I was able to get these actors on my own. You still have to work with people, but I was able to do that by myself. Filmmaking is still a collaborative effort, even with the advent of AI. It's like filmmakers. Like, you don't need an agent. You don't need to spend, you know, years trying to track down a freaking agent to represent you. You know, these film festival competitions and stuff like that. There's 36,000 screenplays generated within Hollywood every year. You're not starving for content. They just don't want your shit unless it's an algorithm that you can present to them that shows them how the audience is never going to turn away, how they're always going to be addicted. And that seems to be the focus of Hollywood right now, that it's like, oh, AI is going to help us determine the exact flavor palette that all people want, so we can just keep those faces glued to the screens. But that's not art. And if you want to be about that, if you want to be about that entertainment and appeasement, go fucking be about it. And maybe that's the rape and pillage dominance crowd. Like, for me, and the films that I love, they were either, yeah, sure, wildly entertaining, but ones that really stick with me over time are the ones that challenged me and made me think about things in a different way or look at things from a different perspective. And that's the value of the art form, which is largely being lost right now. And instead of people going out and fighting and going like, I'm just going to go make it. Fuck it. I'm going to go do it. They're whining and complaining that nobody's paying attention to me. Well, where's my money? There's a guy I follow, I'm good friends with on Twitter, and all the time he's going, they should just put this out into theaters. Why aren't they putting this into theaters? Oh, look at that. They finally got a theatrical release for this indie film. And it's like, because, dummy, Nobody wants to go to a theater and spend hundreds of dollars, food, gas, and everything else to get shitty seats and have a non-communal relationship, because that's broken in America. Nobody's commiserating with one another in this movie-going experience, unless it's throwing popcorn at the screen and having your Minecraft moment, or seeing Iron Man land for the 50 billionth time and going, oh my God, you know, like it's those people. But other than that, people aren't going to the movie theater to see things like Do the Right Thing or Raising Arizona or, The Hudsucker Proxy, another Coen Brothers film. I love all the Coen Brothers movies. Or even Mean Streets or Taxi Driver. Yeah. Nobody's going to that. They're just like, I just want to sit back and just not fucking think. I just want to sit back and watch the Kardashians. I want to watch, these monsters beat each other up and just fucking tune out. And there is value in that, but that is the commerce of theaters now. So like, if you're an artist, pick up your phone, grab your friends, go make it. Like, go make it and go do it. And don't beg permission from anybody, because nobody's going to help you. And if they do help you, it's going to come with a pound of flesh, and they're going to take ownership of that shit. And they're going to, because that's commerce. That's the business, baby. They're like, oh, you want my money? You want my help? Okay. So I'll take, it's an episode of Shark Tank. It's that cocksucker bald guy, sitting up there going, well, I'm going to take, 5% in perpetuity of the bum, 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 bum. It's like, okay, King, fuck that. Go out and make it. Anyway, sorry for the rant.
No.
This is all hot button issues right now.
Dude, it makes me think though.
But yeah, you got to do what Dave did. Do what Dave did. Go out and make a movie.
Agreed, man.
Dave's just a fool out here trying things.
No.
But doing it in friendship and in communion with my brother Adam, who is he's the best, and doing it for to be of service was the intention. So. God provided all the things that were at our disposal for that one, and it was just enough to get through it and to tell it the way we wanted to tell it, and there was no one over us saying, do it this way, and you owe us this on the back end, and da-da-da-da-da-da. It all came together in the right time, and it was a blessing, bro. Yeah. And then this next phase of it is just like, continue to pray and just say, if you want this to be seen by more people, like, you'll provide that, and we'll show up in whatever room or whatever capacity, and if not, that's okay. That is it. Then it's not for us, and it's okay. Yeah. But it's the intention has to be different than like revenge, or for me, or I'm going to prove to people that I'm worth something. I'm going to prove to the world that I deserve to tell more stories and make money, and then show everyone that like I was the one that you guys fucking slipped up on, that you never gave a chance, and now it's my time. You know what I'm saying? And then I become fucking king.
Dude, it's all these people that weren't hugged enough.
Yeah, kids. But it's the truth. Like I relate. I was that dude. I was at 25, like young Dave.
I was that dude.
Yeah, you were just you. I didn't get it enough in some area, and I was like, I'm going to use this craft, which is beautiful, and I fell in love with, to twist and contort to get me to that final position of like, I am king. You guys fucked up. I'm the man. And, thank God he woke me up to this like crazy slumber I was in. Selfish, manipulative, and just destructive path that I was on, because you keep getting better at this thing very, very easily. If you just work at it, stick to it, learn as much as you can about it. But man, is that you're robbing people. And then at the end of your life, I think I would be very aimless or dead, just in full, just like I'd have a $1 million car and a mansion and all these movie plaques, and I would just be like wanting to jump off my roof because I have no inner life. I have no connection to God. I have nothing.
And to be fair, I think maybe what this dude was saying, if I'm being fair about it,
please, man,
probably came from a good place of observation, or an honest place of observation. Like, he knows, look, dude, you name it, right? Like, if I go all the way back to the beginning of time and just like revisit everything, it's like the abuse as a kid, coming in contact with church leaders who ended up, sexually abusing me, physically abusing me. Having that, around in the extended family, my immediate family was really great. But, then, some of these other kind of things and having projects taken from me, having somebody, say all kinds of crazy accusations about me, have, people make shit up, lie, whatever it is, right? They're somebody who's close to you. And if I'm saying like, fuck that guy or like, fuck this person, whatever, he's picking up on that and he's going, yeah, I've seen you talk about this stuff. Don't you want to get those people back? Don't you want to prove them wrong? Don't you have this chip on your shoulder? And, that also was a check for me, not putting everything on this dude in this situation. That was a check for me to go, oh, I'm not talking about the flowers as like I should. I'm not talking about me, I whenever something hurts, I scream very fucking loud. But the new kind of thing in my life is I kind of went down the road and I was like, but man, like these abuses I've handled, like lies I've addressed. I now have love, like an amazing like partnership and love. I have a new son who's, phenomenal. My relationship with my kids is exceptional. And we're, this is how things are going. And maybe I'm not, counting my blessings. Maybe I'm not vocalizing that.
Amen.
Not maybe, I'm not, obviously. Because if I was, you would know. I don't care about this other shit. Yeah. Like what I care about is, dude, I had a conversation with this guy the other day and he's like, man, I don't know what you're doing. Like you just fell off the face of the planet. I'm like, no, I fell off Instagram. I'm still on planet Earth. Trust me. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, but then, you left the country and did all this stuff. I'm like, okay, so what's the point? I got off that conversation. He was just kind of going through why he feels I'm not making the most out of a career in entertainment. And I thought for a minute, I was like, well, I wonder what people are doing on the gram. Like, I wonder what's happening, like I'm looking around, like checking shit out. And then like my fiance, she goes and she's banging on this tambourine. And she's just like banging this tambourine, like dancing around the house. And my son picks up the xylophone and he starts like tapping on it. And then he starts marching to the beat of her tambourine. And then they got this little like band, this little like dance number going through the house. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I pick up the cell phone and I'm recording it, picking up these moments and shooting through the mirror and like doing all this like, filmmaking stuff to, get the moment. Then we get back to the room and I'm just like, oh, this is great. And my first thought was send it to my fiance. Then my second thought was send it to his sister. And then my third thought was send it to my parents. Mm. And not once was I like, I got to get online and post this on Instagram so that everybody in the fucking world and some, douchebag can be, can look whenever he wants into my family. Yeah. Like, it was just such a beautiful thing. Like, I think anonymity is the new currency, despite what Gary Vee and all these other fucking people are saying, because you believe in prayer. I know both of you guys do. I do too. I also believe in intention. I think if you not like, I'm going to be a billionaire and I'm going to put $1 billion on my vision board and now it's just going to fucking show up because I'm willing it into existence, bro. It's quantum entanglement. Shut up. Because the people the people that are starving to death just aren't thinking about food enough, right? Mm. So, but if you believe in prayer, if you believe in intention, you are opening yourself up via social media. Just like if even scientifically, like if thoughts are frequencies, if the CIA really put money into a program where they would focus these remote viewers on making world leaders have heart attacks and shit, even in a scientific field, like if you believe in any of this stuff, you're making it so that somebody can just scrolling through their feed all of a sudden gets a picture of your kid or you and your girl or you, and they're going, fuck that guy. Yeah. And that's an intention. Mm-hmm. Like it's on you now, right? Like this dude somewhere in South Dakota is thinking about your demise just because he doesn't like your stupid face, you know, or your beard, or the fact that your kid's laughing or something like that. And now you've opened yourself up to 50,000 randos that can do whatever they want with your image, and with the advent of AI, like it's getting even more weird. It's like, no. And then coming back to the States, I went to Miami, and not just the photo shoot, but every conversation I had while I was there, it was weird, dude. It was like, I don't know if you guys experienced this, but like I'm talking to people and the conversation goes right to Trump, or it goes right to Trump and Biden, or it goes right to immigration, or it goes right to whatever that thing is that everybody needs to be fucking afraid about. You know, 3-Eye Atlas is coming around. The Anunnaki's coming back to fucking Earth. Oh my God. You know, and then Trump's doing this thing. Oh my God. And the war in Ukraine, Gaza's getting wiped out. Shit. But it's the same topics. Nobody's talking about anything else. Nobody's talking about, you know, I just read this cool training thing about, you know, Rottweilers, or like, I just saw this cool movie and this is what happened. Yeah. Like nobody's talking like that, dude. So it's just weird. Like, when you guys are out, like, what are your conversations with your significant others like? What are you guys talking about? Like when she gets home from work?
Yeah. She gets home from work. I'm trying to think of the last conversation we had. Talked about like favorite Halloween movies, I think we were talking about, or something. And then you know what it is? Usually it's like reflections. I've been doing that a lot with her recently. Where it's like, you remember the time we did this? And then we went to Jim Thorpe and we brought Teddy, and he had his little fucking harness on, and it was like the cutest little day we had. Man, we should like think about going somewhere new and like doing that again soon. But I find myself reflecting on the days she's given me or the moment she's given me. Like that's been the recent conversations, but definitely not news or
why.
Yeah. It's a great question, dude.
That's coming from?
I think I'm feeling the I think there's like new things coming up in life where she's starting to prepare to apply for positions at her you know, she's going to be a doctor now, and she's out of her residency by July, and I'm just looking at her and I'm like, wow, we're in our 30s. Like I met you when we worked in a deli, you know, together. Like you know, you're out of high school. I'm still in college, and like that's where I met you. So I have these moments of like reflection, and I got to be careful because I get like very somber about them, or just sad, nostalgic, sad, because I'm like, man, if I could live 400 years with her, like I would do it, because she's awesome. If I could freeze her and we could just live like in this state for a long time, I would do it. And I know there's beauty in age 2 and all that, and that's a real thing. But I
said that to Lottie. I was like, I go, yeah, I mean, I would totally get why you would get sick of me. Like that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I was like, but you know, if you decide to give me a curb, you do know I'm getting a house across the street.
Yeah, you know? Dude. Yeah, I'll still be around. I'll be here somewhere. I'll be in your bushes somewhere.
Kind of stuck with me no matter what.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. But
what about you, Mikey? Like, what's going on? What dude, do you and your girl talk about?
A lot of people would say probably that it's still early kind of thing, but I feel like this is just who we are. I don't know why it's just like everything is so present. So like, I don't know, this morning we made breakfast together. I made coffee, you know what I mean? And then yesterday we went to Jim Thorpe, and like we went on this like old train ride that goes like through the mountain there, and it goes back, and it was a pain in the ass to get on, but we talked to her parents and stuff, and it's a lot of just like present.
Was it cool
stuff.
Though? Like the ride?
Yeah, it was cool. It's like the old like steam powered trains and stuff, and I don't know, like it was so disorganized and it pissed me off, and I ran down like it's like this town. It's like this. The town makes no sense.
It's just all mountain or hill, right? It makes
no sense. It's named after a football player.
Named after a football player that wasn't born there or lived there.
They just like paid for it or something.
They paid for a tourist attraction. His body, dude, the greatest athlete of all time, Jim Thorpe.
It's so weird.
His last wife sold his bones.
And it's just this it's just this tiny little liberal town.
Yeah, it looks like little Switzerland in Pennsylvania,
yeah, dude. It's wild.
Yeah.
And it's just like one street up, all these old houses, weird architecture, and it's right up on this like little valley river. And the train's right there.
Wait, why did you guys decide to go there?
Dude, it's gorgeous.
It's a cool spot. It's a cool spot.
It's like an hour or not even an hour from us, right?
It's like 2 hours.
Is it 2 hours? Yeah, it is 2 hours. You're right. My bad.
So basically my girl, she works like her weekends like Tuesday, Wednesday normally, so it's not on the weekend. So she randomly had this weekend, and I was like, let's just be spontaneous, And she was like, "Oh, thanks for being spontaneous with me," like that kind of thing. And we were like, "Oh, let's just do it." I'm like, we don't have a weekend every now and then, so we went, and it was just screw it, She has to go back. We have to be like 1, 2, 3, like go there. We went to the gym. We went there. We came back. We got dinner, and then she plays like D&D with her friends. That's so sick. And I play my other stuff. And I don't know, man. It's every day is just present. So I don't even know what to say, what we talk about. Yeah, it's just every single thing that comes up, we talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
So I don't know.
Right.
It's just how it is for me.
Yeah, but you're fully in love with her, dude. Both of you guys are just like, when she moved in, I was like, whoa, it's like she's been here for years, dude. Yeah. It's like fits like a glove kind of situation.
It hasn't been a year.
It's nuts, dude.
It hasn't been a year.
It's nuts. We were he turned his whole backyard before she got to his house into a fucking like haven, dude, like a fire pit and like pavers on. They like dug them up with his fucking hands and like, dude, it was nuts.
I rented the foundation.
Yeah, rented the truck. You like nested properly before she.
I got I got a new dresser for 2 people, 2 desks.
Yeah, dude,
that's amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
dude, we're doing that now. Like it was like, this is just so different from anything I've ever experienced. Like we travel quite a bit. Like we go around a lot because I've developed these relationships with a lot of outliers. Like, and so maybe that's part of my destiny, that I'm an outlier myself, and I'll hit something that'll, resonate with people every now and then the rest of the time I'm kind of a gypsy, and I've accepted that, but it's afforded some relationships with people that spies, gangsters, killers, former double agents, people that have interesting stories and interesting lives. And so when I met Lottie, like I just was like, she was interested, I wasn't, and I was just like, yeah, no, like I'm kind of done. I'm just going to focus on my work, and that's it. And then we were friends for a bit, but I'm sharing this because it was quick, Mikey. Like it was quick, like you. But it was different because we had this dinner, with these guys, these like financiers. We're sitting down, and one of the guys was like, hey, you should come out this weekend to her. You should come out this weekend. You should hang out, introduce you to everybody in, this place in Atlanta and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I'm busy this weekend. Adam's taking me out. And I thought, that that's like a cue for me to get her out of, this, situation. So I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, how long have you guys been dating? I'm like, oh, and I look at her and I'm like, what, 4 months, 5 months? We started playing this thing. It's because we were surrounded by a bunch of douchebags, and she wanted to leave and I wanted to leave. And I'm like, fuck these guys, They're all like, you see this watch? You know how much this watch costs? You see the car outside? Yeah, I had it for the I went to the Andrew Tate School of fucking, I'm a big dick, And but then we left, and I was like, hey, like, you played that pretty good. And she's like, no, you're taking me out tomorrow, so pick me up at 6. So, and then that, after we were dating for a little bit, I was just like, well, what is this? Like, are we a thing? Are we not a thing? And she's like, do you see me talking to anybody else? I'm like, no, because she's Brilliant. Brazilians are
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and especially from where she's from. Like I've met a lot of tough people in my life, tough men, tough women, been through all kinds of stuff. I ain't never met somebody like this. Like she will never hesitate to tell you what she thinks.
That's right.
And does not care who she's got to punch in the mouth, to keep herself safe, to keep her family safe. And even when it came to, having a family and starting a family, it was like, I want a family, you in or you out. Because if you're out, this isn't going to work. If you're in, then this will work. And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm in, I guess, I guess, I don't know, whatever. But it's like, living outside of the US, and I think, I won't say where, but, it is Brazil, but like, given where we're at, it's so family friendly. It's like one of the most conducive environments. I would even argue one of the last environments that's conducive to really raising a family and still being connected to the world. Like not going, because we've done that too, like going off and living in a grass hut and hunting your food, because like we were entertaining that idea as well. But like it's so beautiful to see that and have that, which is I was just like, dude, we should get married. And she's like, well, I thought we already were. Like, what's your fucking problem? Like, yeah. So I don't know, man. Like Dave and I were talking about this the other day. Like it's this idea of like what's important, and I think that feeds your art, whether you're a painter or a filmmaker or songwriter. I think if your pursuit is fame, and that's a pursuit, man, like go for it. Prove your parents wrong. Prove your ex-boyfriend wrong. Prove your ex-girlfriend wrong. Whatever the fuck that is. Whatever it is. Prove them all wrong. Get the chip on your shoulder. Go get revenge, Anakin. But like if you're, that's for me. Like I'd rather build and celebrate other people that are building and doing good and trying to push and make the world a better place. And there's just such this kind of narrative that I think particularly has taken hold in the United States of like, first it was women don't need men. And then the right was like, no, men need women. We got to protect our women. They belong in the home and shouldn't be doing any other fucking thing. And then it's like, well, wait a minute, hold on. Like women don't need men, and then women shouldn't do anything except, stay at home.
True.
Like, I think we can find a place in the middle. And also this idea that until you decide to settle down with one, women are disposable. Like, I think that's utter nonsense. And then the inability of people to actually be responsible. Dave and I were talking about this too, and I want to get your guys' take on this. Had this experience with this, and I've had this quite a few times, where I'll be out, I'll meet somebody new, I'm constantly, talking to people, and met this person, and we're talking, and he's married, got kids, believes in God, boy, like he's amazing, incredible, and I meet his family. And then as soon as the family disappears, homeboy's going right into, hey, you check out that chick. She's a smoke show, dude. There's so many of these fucking hot women around here. Dude, this is amazing. Dude, I was with this girl 2 weeks ago. What do you mean you were with this girl 2 weeks ago? Oh yeah, dude, come on. Like I step out all the time. But like, come on, you know how it is. We're men. Like we can't be. I'm like, you're a liar. Mm-hmm. You're a piece of shit liar. Like you're a liar. Like let's not teach his own. Like if you have your open relationship or you want to go do your thing, that's fine. But the person you were pretending to be for the past 3 days as I've gotten to know you is a fucking lie. Mm-hmm. Now you're talking to me like I'm on board with it. Like, go fuck yourself. There's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of that, even with married people. Like, they're just married, I don't know, tax purposes. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's a lot of lying. Like, there's a lot of deception. AI doesn't make it any better. Like, so for you guys, Mikey's at an early stage of a relationship. Dave's, kind of that threshold point of like, you know, what's happening? Is it family? Is it, you know, what I'm over here doing this thing? What do you guys, I mean, how do you not like crumble in just abject fear about like deception and being lied to or being used and abused? Like, how do you break through like that kind of noise?
Dude, I could start, dude.
Please,
I think like we're always being lied to every day. Just with everything
every day,
in life,
dude.
right? So it's a choice for you to like hold up this illusion to the world. When like a lot of the time it's like it could be a guard, you know, to save yourself and your family and everyone around you. But like a lot of the time, like I feel like you're a good example of that, Adam's, like, and you, Dave, too. It's just like being who you are and not having this illusion a lot of the time. And like I'm not saying it we're perfect, you know, we put up a front. If I don't want to talk to someone, I look away. I give them the Mikey treatment and I put up an illusion.
Yeah.
But like in those truthful moments of like just having human connection, and like Adam, it sounds like that guy was really good at just having like a real life, like family man illusion up, which is scary.
Horrifying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, at the end of the day, it's like your choice to do what you want to do in the world. So like you can have that illusion. You can try to swindle people with their emotions and make them like you for gain or whatever you want. But at the end of the day, like I'm like with God, like I'm happy with just being alive. Just I got people around me I love.
Yeah.
I can die tomorrow, like, and I'm good. You know, maybe there's things I want to do, but dude, I've had so much love already. Like I'm good. You know, like I don't need anything else from anyone. I want to try to figure out obviously how to like just bring more love and try to help like everyone around me. And if I had the $1 billion, like I'd try to give it away, you know, and like try to help everyone around me that I want to help. But that illusion thing is scary, dude. And like people that try to, you know, like if you won the lottery tomorrow, like, you know, there's people that are going to be like, oh, Mikey, how's it going? Like, remember me? Like, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of the time, if you have that, if you go through life with that like no illusion bullshit, then you may not have a lot of friends. You may not have a lot of people around, but you're going to have people that agree and want to be around you for the right reasons. You know? So that's how I try to live life.
Dude, well said too. That's really well said. And off of what you're saying, bro, it's reminding me of my wife's like yours, Adam, where she says everything. It's like everything's on the table all the time, and she's always been that way. And there's never a hint of this may be happening in the background, or I don't know about how she's feeling, or I always know. And so that's like created this environment for just total truth and honesty and transparency between us, which has been really fruitful for like us to grow together. And I don't fear that really at all. I don't have that kind of fear. Even in this crazy fucking world, I even if someone does something to her at work, who's trying to hit on her or whatever, it's like, I know where she's at. Him, I don't know. And that kind of frustrates me, but what am I going to do? But off of what you're saying, bro, and it's reminding me now too of you, Adam, as well. This gratitude thing where I think you've got it now more than ever. And you've been counting your blessings. And then because of that, you can see that your life is better when you're of service to others. And that's your intention. You're talking about spreading love and like being there for people and how can I give and bestow the thing that I've got, the many blessings I can count, since I feel so good about where I'm at now, because I know I'm blessed. I know I've got so much love in my whole life. I don't need more. I have an abundance. How can I give? In what way can I be of service to the people around me? And that intention, dude, I think is the thing that the dude at the table who's like, all right, bro, now that our wives are gone, check out that chick right there. It's like this very short-sighted, selfish, give me a piece of something to make me feel better. That's the intention. It's a taking intention. It's I want that. I don't even know why. I just know I want that. And I think that's like at the crux, at the core, that's like it's not little, it's big, it's wiring. It's like, it takes time. I think if you haven't been checked or you're not self-aware of that, to know that I am taking, that even with that look, I'm like taking something with that intention, I'm taking. what can I give? If you're counting your blessings like you are now, bro, which is what I wanted to tell you before you got. I know you're on a crunch, but you to see where you've come from in the last, like, what's it been, 2-3 years? Like, I can see
3 years, man. Yeah, even
yeah. I could see such a transition, like a fruit being born in you, dude, over these years where, you know, I'd speak to you and like, you know, personality, like we have our personalities and you were very fiery and you'd have a lot of like opinion about people. And to this day, like to see where you've come for even to talk to me about counting your blessings, even to be like, dude, like you can see, and this is, I won't get emotional, but when people ask me about you, I'm like, I love him because I see you for who you are. But only because you were willing to be transparent and honest with me about who you are, which is I think the foundation of a solid friendship, and that's kind of what we've built. You were transparent with about what's happened in your life. Like you kind of spoke about it on the podcast. There's been like I've been hurt. We've all been hurt. I can see how many times you've been hurt by other people and at different ages in your life, in different phases, and picking yourself up, and no one fucking came. And I have so much respect for you, but now I see you've matured into this, like, and you're still on the path of doing it, but you're maturing. And I don't think it's at all, it has nothing to do with like me or other people. I think God has like, He's brought you to this place where now you're beginning to transition to like, you can see Him in your life. And because of that, you're starting to turn into this man who's like, you know, even speaking about a guy who called you and was like, you know, we're not friends right now. I can still see and speak on, let's speak about fairly about what he's thinking. Like you have love for that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
for sure.
It's not like fuck that, fuck them. This whole thing's a mess because you've been hurt so much. It's easy to be that guy. And I get it, but you have so much like more love. I feel like you're just so much more loving, empathetic. Even right now you're listening with like intention and love. And like, I just see that happening in you. I just want to speak to it because I don't think I've told you that. But I've seen you grow so much, and I just want to voice what I'm like, reflect to you what I'm seeing in you, the growth in you, through I think what God has been doing to you.
Man, well, dude, I see that like you've, you know, especially seeing like the stuff that you guys do, like it's out of the love of the thing. I mean, that's. Dude, I'm large in part, man. It's, you know, it's God, it's Brazil.
Yeah.
Like Brazil, just kind of like where we are, not Rio, fuck that place. But just kidding. I get all these people trying to go, they're like, oh yeah, I love it. It's like Rio. And I'm like, no, you filthy fat American. Like you come here, like people fucking go to Vegas.
Oh man.
Like Rio is Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Like Rio is Vegas.
Sin City, so like, in Brazil.
Like, oh, America, I love America. Las Vegas, the Sphere. Like,
the Sphere.
It's like, what?
The Sphere is pretty sick, though.
But like where we are, like this place just took me in. Like took me in. And like, you know, and just seeing families, like just being around that, like it is very hard because you are nature, you are nurture, and you are, if you're constantly in an environment that is run by sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists across the board, like, and with very few exceptions. And those exceptions are people that end up going on podcasts, or when you talk to them in person, they talk like this. Yeah. How are you? Oh, wow. What's Jesus done in your life? He saved me too, you know, or wow, I did ayahuasca too. Yeah, it helped me shit, you know, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to be like that. Like, I just don't want to fucking be like that. Like, you know, but, and those are the outliers, like the Keanu Reeves, you know, like those kinds of people that are like really caring and, you know, but still able to kind of function in this hellscape. But I got to this place and I'm just like, man, family, like, you know, family, goodness, and to find out, like, it starts with you. Like, how do you to, like, you know, how can I just, you know, give that appreciation?
Yeah.
Like, you have a life where you've had things taken from you, where you haven't been appreciated. Well, appreciate people and give. And they're like, wait, what? No, I've had things taken from me. So now I'm going to hoard. Now I'm going to keep it. And it's like, no, give it all away. Like, give it all away. Like, that's, you do the opposite.
Amen.
Like, you know, you're getting that, like, if it's jujitsu, you're getting that arm bar. The guy's coming from the arm bar, and the last time he broke your arm. So you like seize up and you're like, fuck. It's like, no, you gotta relax. You gotta feel where he's gonna go, because there you find the move. Like, there you find the way out. The Chinese finger trap. You gotta relax the fingers in order to slip your fingers out. Like, that's, you know, you have to kind of train this muscle. And we live, as Americans, we live in a society that's all about take, conquer, power, pussy, control, like money, you know, banger, you know, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Like, I'm going to do that. And it's like, you know, but real strength is not in that. It's not. It's not the loudest guy in the room at all. I saw this video the other day of this guy coming into this bar with an AK-47. He's, you know, screaming, get on the fucking ground. He's hitting people. People are diving. And this dude sits there. He's on his phone. The guy comes over, puts the gun in his face, goes to take his phone. He goes, this. There's no audio. He's just like, no. And then the guy goes, and he goes around to everybody else, lights a cigarette, sits there, smokes. It's just like nothing changed. Like, nothing changed. And you know, and I think about that. I think about that a lot. But, like, man, you gotta. And I think that's where I am creatively. Like, I'm shooting a pilot for a series that Noah and I wrote together, and then I'm going to shoot it. He's acting in it. We're going to pull together a bunch of actors. We'll be talking to you about that. And then I'm directing a movie, and I'm doing it on my own. And everybody who sits there and goes, well, you got to have a bankable actor and you got to do this. Listen, filmmakers, it's very simple. It goes like this. You have a film, you look at the genre. This is just a sales thing. Look at the genre, look at the subject matter, look at the actors you have, for sure. Look at the director you have, for sure. And now try to find out, and you can work different networks to find this out. You can use ChatGPT to find this out. There's all kinds of different tools out there where you can find this the fuck out. But figure out what a movie in that genre, in that type, with that cast, with that director, with those people, with that script will sell for domestically and internationally. If you go through an agent, right? Or a sales agent, distributor, sales and distribution. So you get that number, you find out what that is. And sometimes that number is very fucking disappointing. But when you get that domestic number, that's your budget. Don't go over it. That's it. In fact, try to do half that. Yeah. Try to do the movie for half that.
There you go. There you go.
And if you do that, right? If you do that, then you're already, you know, you could be in a place where you're cash flow positive if and when you're able to go out and sell this thing. And there's a lot of variables in that. But all the lies that they tell you of, no, you need my money so you can go get Gerard Butler so you can get that higher number when you go and sell the thing. It's like, no. People are not starving for content. Like, they are starving for ideas. They're starving for challenges. They're starving for rules. Like, they're starving for some type of structure that isn't homogenized, algorithmic-based storytelling. And we have a duty as creators and as storytellers and as members of society to be able to show a mirror up, show the cracks without being patronizing, to tell these stories and to have a specific point of view that are emotionally connected so that you can get people moving and so that you can change things. You want to change things, change yourself. But we have this idea that as you get older, as you cross 30s, 35, start like me, I'm in my 40s, you start to get there and it's like, well, you're not learning any new tricks. This is who I've always been. And I've been that guy. I've been like, I've always been an asshole. I've always been this and always been that. It's like, no, you can change. You can fucking change. And it just starts by going like, even with my son, we met up with this person that focuses on early childhood development behavior. And they were like, oh, this new thing that we learned about how children develop is this. And I was like, wow, I'm doing this all wrong. I'm doing this all fucking wrong. Okay, let me try that. And sure enough, I started doing this little interaction with my 2-year-old, and it was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, this really works. So what my dad was doing was the best that he knew, or what my mom was doing was the best that she knew. They didn't have this little bit of information. So I need to change. I need to evolve. I need to be kinder. But kindness doesn't mean that you just roll over. Kindness doesn't mean that it's a very dangerous time. I know we don't have a lot of time left, but it's a very dangerous time for Christianity, because what we're seeing now is kind of this, like, we need to be Jesuits. We're in a holy war now. Like, let's go fucking kill people and kick people out and do this and that. And it's like, no. Or, you have the flip side of that of like Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, some of these other guys that just look like fucking demons when they're up there in front of a pulpit talking about the millions and billions of dollars that they get. It's like, you guys missed the message of Christ altogether. And on the flip side, whenever people, degenerates and, these kind of, people who worship Hunter S. Thompson to the nth degree, like he's some kind of, saint in God because he did a bunch of LSD and fucked a bunch of people. Like, I don't know, like just that lifestyle. I romanticized him for years and years and years, and other people who are like him. And I'm like, but what? Like, but then what? Mm-hmm. Like, okay. And you need those people, like, for sure. But now we're at a place where we're putting these people on a pedestal. Mm. Like these people that are like, I'm never getting married. I fuck who I want to, do all the drugs in the world. That's just a society of chaos and disorder. But on the flip, I don't want to force anybody to live a certain way, to do whatever. I want to talk about those ideas. And if you have a different idea, I can see the value. I can see the value in these people's work and in art, all kinds of those things. But I don't want to, on the flip, be Stephen Baldwin or fucking Kirk Cameron and going, no, we just need to make movies about the rapture and Jesus and Mary, part 7, like, stop. Because then at that point, like, you're no different than the people that you're saying that you are against. Like, Christ was nuanced. Like, this is a individual who was preaching against the established order. He was preaching against the religious dogma. This is a guy who flipped over tables and got violent when he had to get violent. You're very kind of multi-layered and multifaceted. So, we need more of that. And it's just so dangerous right now. Like, and it just starts, a lot of these people, and I know because of my time working as a bodyguard and I've worked with Mitt Romney. He's a great guy. I don't want to give a false impression, but like a lot of these politicians, the ones that are speaking out against, about protecting the family and gay marriage is a sin and Sodom and Gomorrah, they're all secretly gay, and the ones that are preaching about fiscal responsibility are all doing insider trading. It's the thing that Mikey said at the beginning of this podcast. Well, we're lied to every day. And I think now everybody has figured this out, but they're like, oh, when the politicians say they're doing this, they're full of shit. Mm. Even now, like when Kash Patel goes on Rogan and Sean Ryan and says, oh, the FBI director was using a private jet to fly around for his personal services. How about we start there? How about we get rid of that? And he's flying all over the fucking place to see his girlfriend perform and flying to UFC events. And they're all making these propaganda videos. I mean, at least Democrats, and I'm not a Democrat, but at least the Democrats had better acting coaches. You know what I mean? Like, at least Obama went to Denzel Washington for his acting. I mean, I don't know who Pete Hegseth is going to for his acting. It seems like he's going to Macho Man Randy Savage's ghost because he stands up and he's like, so get ready. Because we are the Warrior Party.
True.
Peace out, bitches. It's like, what? Like, what the fuck is this? Like Cash Patel, like same thing, we have the watch. I'll see you in Valhalla.
Yeah,
what?
Man,
like
that was rough.
A Hindu guy is talking about a devout Christian, and he's being in Valhalla, and it's like, and people go, no, that's a military thing, like saying I'll see you in Valhalla, and it's like, right, but then the guy's going to go do a video where he's all dressed in camo, and they're running flashbangs and clearing rooms and doing all these tactics and shit. It's like, yeah, America, fuck yeah, bro. And it's all bullshit.
Dude, there's always an excuse for like, yeah, because, man, it's this, It's like, dude, why can't something just be like this?
And so as Americans, like what Mikey was saying, like as Americans, like for us, we're going, my religious leaders are lying to me. My political leaders are lying to me. The checks and balances that are supposed to keep those politicians in check, the FBI, the CIA, they're all fucking lying. Yeah. Like all of these motherfuckers. And even on the Epstein thing, like everybody gets together and they go, day one, I'm releasing this. That's Cash Patel. And Bongino, day one, we're fucking in. Trump, I think it's time. I think it needs to be released. It's time. Everything needs to be. And then they're like, why are you talking about it? Stop talking about it. Don't talk about this anymore. And then they're putting up their crime statistics. And it's like, right, but you haven't arrested anybody in this bitch. You haven't done anything. So stop quoting Bible verses.
Yeah.
Stop telling me about, there's only one true book, Senator, and I've read it. It's the Bible. Dun, dun, dun. It's like, it's bad acting. It's bad acting. Yeah. And you know it. You're
bad actors, dude. They need better screenwriters too.
Oh, that too. Like I could see Pete Hegseth looking in a mirror and listen, I like some of the stuff that he's doing. I do. Yeah. I think there should be physical fitness requirements for military men and women and for leadership. Absolutely. I think some of the bullshit in the military has gotten way crazy. Yeah. And I think they're doing a good job. I think Trump is actually doing some things that are actually positive. Yeah. But there's a lot of fucking negative shit that's really fucking scary. And so you got to hold people accountable. And the only way that is with honesty. And there's so much deception. Where that affects a society and why a society collapses, no matter if you secure your borders, if you build up your fucking military, if you're the big dog, running around and doing everything that you're doing, if you're lying to people constantly, that is either going to cause a revolution of people going, we're sick of your shit, we're dragging you out, it's fucking over. Like it's over for all of you. Time's up for all of you. Or you're going to see the society collapse under its own weight. Because then they go, well, if everybody's lying to me and nothing is true, ergo, nothing matters. Like nothing matters. I need to go out and get a bag. I need to go out and make as much money as possible, fuck as many women as I can fuck, do whatever I can and live recklessly. Because if I go to jail, I go to jail. They'll make a TV movie about it. I'll make millions of dollars. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm in. Let's go. And it's all these, and I see that more than I see the other. And that, I think, is, the real kind of concern. Like, nothing's real. Nothing's true. And then the next point is everyone's lying to you about what is real and what is true. Even your religious leaders. The guy that's coming out and preaching that God's going to burn homosexuals has got 3 boyfriends. The guy that's talking about fidelity is cheating on his wife and sleeping with parishioners. The guy that's talking about fiscal responsibility and giving up everything and follow me, is taking all the money and buying another jet. And so when people see that, they go, well, fuck it, I can do what he does. He's a charlatan. So I'm just going to go get mine. And there is no God. And there is no accountability. There is no responsibility. That's the danger of America. And this is why, bringing it back, we need stories and we need storytellers. And we need people going out there that aren't thinking about a political agenda, be it right or left, or thinking about an algorithm and what people want. Like they want that tasty little burger of like if I see another movie or another fucking TV TV show where Larissa, we're sitting down watching the show the other night, and she's saying the lines before they show up. Like it's that fucking predictable.
It's so true.
You know, and this isn't a joke. She does it with movies. I do it too, where it's like, I got a bad feeling about this. You know, oh, this is gonna do. You know, we're not getting out of this one. You know, if I don't have da 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 and the da 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 da, then I'm gonna bomb.
Dude, how about this one? How about this one? What's it been like 10 years?
Yeah. Oh man, what's it been? Like 10 years? Oh, bro. I remember throwing a football back in the big game. You were the quarterback.
Man.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. God, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
And these things, these phrases that have just kind of like taken hold. Madam President, I think nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. We've been able to sit in the Oval Office and see how people talk and interact with each other. There's no more reverence.
No, that's gone.
Reverence doesn't exist anymore.
That's gone. Dude.
Like that's gone. Nobody's talking like Aaron Sorkin's West Wing. Like it doesn't exist.
No.
And also trying to paint this thing of like, and boy, they're trying hard, like Call of Duty. Like we're gonna do this Call of Duty movie with Peter Berg and Taylor Sheridan. I'm a cowboy, even though I'm from Beverly Hills. Like, and like, God bless him. But like but again, it's that thing. My experience with Taylor Sheridan was very, very different. It was him walking into an event for Hell and High Water with $10,000 jeans and $1,000 shirt, a big ass Rolex, and sitting down and going, "What? No standing O? Okay, what's the next question?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, come on." And then he's directing, you know, episodes and directing Wind River from horseback. You got to sit on the rough. I don't, you know. Come on, dude. Like you were in Hollywood forever. You were a model. Like stop.
Yeah.
Like, stop. I get that's what you want to be. It's making money. Like that's what you're doing.
For sure.
Hell of a writer, better than me. Like honestly, like Sicario, like all the shit that dude's written is fantastic. Wind River's phenomenal. Yellowstone's incredible. But it's like these fake ass fucking personas. Like that ain't who you are.
Yeah.
And Kevin Costner, who I've met several times and had long conversations with, if you got beef with him, that tells me more about you than it does about him. You know what I mean? So like, it's the Ryan Reynolds thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh my God, I love him. He's so cute." And now you find out that like behind closed doors, he's just like, "Kill him, fucking kill him, kill all of my enemies. Destroy them. Fuck these motherfuckers." You know, and you're just like, Jesus Christ. Like, Ryan, what? And Ryan and Blake are like, "Oh my God, we love our kids. Kill them all." You know, or the same thing with, you know, Meghan Markle. You know, she's up there going, "I made these treats for my kids." And it's like, you're in a house that's not yours. That's a set. These aren't friends that are coming over. This is all fucking scripted.
Jeez, man.
Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you guys talking about? Well, because authenticity is the new currency. So I got to figure out how to be authentic. I'm just going to be a stay-at-home mom that likes to make treats. And it's like, no. That's not you. That's not who you are. It's fake.
Yeah.
That just shows you that. Like we were talking about, like the illusion is like you can get to that point when you're like you got money to like set up the illusion to be like you have a full family and you're happy and all this crap, and it's like, what do you do? How do you get out of that?
I think you have to lose it, or someone has to like kick your door down.
You are
and,
gone.
Like, change it.
Your life.
You have to lose it because, dude, listen. I had an agent at CAA fucking tell me that, like straight up. Like what they're doing is they're looking for creatives, actors, writers, producers that they can make look authentic and put that out. Like that's it, because that seems to sell. You know, so a guy walks in skinny jeans. He's had every bit of hair lasered off of his body, right? Like he's doing keto. He has a personal chef. He comes in and they go, right. No, but you know, you look like an everyman. So let's put you in a flannel. Let's have you wear a beanie. Maybe grow out the facial hair a little bit, and then we'll get you. You know,
sounds like
we're going to approach your persona like a Ford F-150 commercial, and then the beginning of your pod. be like,
no. I know who he's talking about. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
Stop it.
Dude, Adam, I have two things.
I'm just a funny guy. I'm just a funny guy having conversations about stuff, and I just, I'm just doing this thing, and this is my new comedy special. Is going to be this thing. Turn your phone sideways so you can check out this new funny.
I know who that is.
And then
that's awesome.
All of a sudden, and then when your boys sit down with you, you're like, "Hey, yo, dog, there's this thing."
Oh no! I know he's talking about.
I don't know.
Shots fired.
It's like who the fuck are you?
I whispered.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you feel the need to talk that way? Like, why do you feel the need to talk that way when you're around those people? Well, because those are my people. Because that's how. Oh, so the other thing's a lie. So which one's a lie? Like, which one is it? It's like not. Yeah. You even the Riyadh Comedy Festival, that whole fiasco. It's like you can perform for whoever the fuck you want to perform for, but like, don't get it twisted. Like you're going for the bag. Like that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
You're going just for the money, and that's fine. Just own it.
Just own it.
But don't like flip around and lie to everybody.
That was disappointing a little bit.
Say it like it is, man.
A little disappointing.
And pretend like, and don't pretend like you're like this wholesome, honest family guy when we all know and can look up that you made your ex-girlfriend clean your bathroom with her toothbrush. Right? Man. And maybe you've evolved and become a better person now. Right? Like maybe you're married now and you got kids and you're cool and you're good. But like when somebody's calling you out on your abusive bullshit and your response to that is, well, they said I abused a lot of people. They even said I abused a 15-year-old girl. I've never talked to a 15-year-old girl. But you didn't deny the abuse, right? Like you can spot this shit like all day long. It's just the podcasting world, the entertainment world, politics, Hollywood, all that junk, right? Social media is just performative. It's just people performing an act. And like, honestly, it's like, I do it. So if I'm doing it, in certain instances, then, I can definitely spot it over here. Like when people are doing things and saying things that are just like way the fuck out of line, and it's frustrating. And I think that's part of the engagement is when you see this happen, you want to engage. You want to go, no, fuck you. Like you're full of shit.
Yeah.
But then that takes up all your time. And like, that's all you're doing.
Yep.
By the way, turn your phone sideways. Funniest freaking comedy special I've ever seen. Like same thing. I never miss a day of the pod. Like I'll watch it and be like, that's really fucking funny. But like, make no mistake, like Kendrick had valid points about being a fucking culture vulture, and like it or not. And the shit that you say about India, to your host and the people that are just paid to clap and laugh at everything that you fucking say. Like what he said about India is 100% correct with the British Empire. And for you to dismiss it, it makes you look like a cunt.
Yeah.
So like, but this is that world. And when people use my friend, like, I'm going to have this guy on the pod and I'm going to use this guy. I don't take kindly to that because I met Shia, for example, I met him under a creative circumstance, but then we became brothers. And he's the kind of guy that will let anybody take a piece of him. He'll let anybody take a piece of him. If he's like, oh, you want to cut me because that's going to make you feel better? All right, you can cut me. He doesn't have anybody going like, hey man, don't let these motherfuckers like use you, like take you, like you got to be protective. So in conversations like this with you guys, I find myself firing on everybody, because it's collapsing society. It's collapsing the world. What we talked about before in the last pod, the selling of authenticity, is really fucking things up. It's really fucking things up because then that's telling you how to effectively lie to people and program them. Like it's fucked. Like this is a cesspool. And somebody's got to say something. And I think it's up to individuals, fathers, friends, and artists to like, you know, hold that mirror up and shake things up, you know? And maybe it's conversations like this. I don't know, man. I've been frustrated about all this shit we've been talking about, and we're running out of time. So I like hijacked your podcast.
No. You're good, bro.
Dude, I just have two.
Can this guy just get off?
No, dude.
No.
And you'll be back. But I have two things I want to bring up because I thought of one thing specifically. I thought specifically of you. I was like, man, I want to know what Adam thinks, or I want to just like laugh about it with him. The standing ovation for the Rocks movie.
Oh,
the like 5-minute like did you see that?
He's trying to get a rise out of you. You're trying to stir him up.
I'm trying to, because I just saw it. I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah. I didn't see the movie. I didn't see it
either, but I'm like, dude, all right. Like, can we calm down a little bit?
14 minutes standing up.
Can we calm down a little bit?
Adam, you got any?
That's a little too much, right?
Any thoughts on that?
I'm just I just think like, you know, everybody's going for, it's the same headline. It's the same thing. It's just not working anymore. You know, Costner's new movie gets a 10-minute standing ovation. This movie gets a 10-minute standing ovation. Rock gets a 10-minute standing ovation. So, but like, and to see, but I get it. But at the same time, like, if I'm being fair, I get it. Cause like, if that's what you're gunning for, that's the pinnacle. Like, that's the pinnacle. Like, you get there and you're like, all these people are clapping for me. My dad was wrong. I am good. See, Dad, whatever. And you're crying. All these old men are crying because they're getting a standing ovation. And filmmaking's hard, man. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard to make something work for it. When people appreciate it, like, it resonates. And I was there. Look, there's a video of me online crying with Shia LaBeouf at the fucking Venice, Italy Film Festival, And so, to be fair, like, at that time in my life, I was like, this is it. I fucking made it. Like, this is it. And then as soon as we left there, Shia got arrested. I got arrested. Reality fucking set in and was like, no, bitch. You thought that was Everest? No. See, what happens is you climb to the top of Everest, and waiting for you up there is a bunch of fucking timber wolves, a bunch of fucking dire wolves. Sorry, not timber wolves, dire wolves. They're all sitting there and just like, hi, you tired from the climb? Good. That's Hollywood.
Dude. Like, well said, dude.
They get you focused on this fucking thing. Thank you. Oh my God, Mom. Like these weird Zoe Saldana. Like, but I understand.
Yeah.
Dude, like, but if you're pursuing that and you get it in your hands, you're like, oh my God, I'm touching. This is it. This is the top of it. And then the next day, you know what happened, Dave? After I got the Oscar, after I got the standing ovation, you know what happened the next day? It was fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the rent was due.
Yeah.
And the bills needed to be paid. And my girlfriend was having an issue. That's right. Because nothing fucking changes, dummy.
That's right.
Like, it doesn't change. And your pursuit of these things mean nothing. It means nothing. And also, disdain and praise are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
They are the same thing. And this is kind of this perception. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. And I could be a total asshole. People could watch this and go, man, fuck that guy. He just capped on everything I love. Like, fuck Mark Maron. Like, that guy's nuanced as well. I think he makes a joke about Theo Von in his special. Is really funny. I thought it was timely. We needed some kind of opposition to this wave of everything in the Joe Rogan universe. And he did it. I thought it was funny. It was cool, and it is what it is. But then people are like, Theo's going to kill himself because Mark Maron made a joke about it. It's like,
come on.
Is this guy a comedian?
Yeah.
Like, does he have thick skin, or does he not have thick skin? And Joe's like, well, I decided to say something when he went after Theo. It really made him spiral.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, the multimillionaire with one of the most popular podcasts in the country's got that thin of skin? Interesting. Okay. That's weird. That's weird. And for a guy who talks about not being tribal and how tribalism breaks down the country, Joe, you got quite the little insulated tribe. Like, you got quite the tribe going. So you may need to kind of like move. And I hear great things. Great guy, great this, great that. You know, I know Brian Callen. I talked to him. I went on his podcast. But like the thing about Joe is like when your friends start describing you, and this is real, as a benevolent king. That's how Andrew Schultz describes Joe Rogan. Yeah. He's a benevolent king. And he does this thing, which is an actor thing too. Tell me about Joe. Nobody says any bad things about Joe. Tell me about Joe. Andrew sits back. He's a benevolent king. Oh, that's an acting thing. I'm going to show that I'm thinking, and I'm going to deliver the line. You're acting.
Well, he did a movie recently or something, right?
Because you know Joe's going to see that. You know Joe's going to see that. Mm-hmm. So like the benevolent king line. The other thing, he's a king who lives in a walled garden. Oh, guys, you're making me want to go, there once was a king who lived in a walled garden. Benevolent was he. Joe Rogan is the man. It's like, what are we doing?
Dave.
And you're like, tribalism. You read this book called Tribe? It's like destroying the country. It's like, motherfucker, you got a tribe.
Yeah.
You're like, so when are you moving to Austin? When are you moving to Austin? When are you moving to Austin?
Come to Austin.
You know? And it's like,
enter the mothership.
You are 2 steps away from, you're 2 steps away from David Koresh land, son. Like, you got to really be careful.
Really?
And people are like, oh, he's just a guy who sits down with people in his podcast. Just a guy who sits down with people in his podcast that has a fucking where you can also use a flamethrower outside. Does that sound like just an old boy just like you and me who's like going to Elon Musk's special control to watch the launch of the fucking rocket ship into space? This isn't a regular individual. So like, and maybe with weed and his conversations and this stuff, he's keeping that in check. Or maybe he's just like every other ape, every other human being, that when they get a little bit of power, they get a little fucking crazy.
Well, we're all susceptible to it.
And they can send stuff out.
We're all susceptible to it.
We're all susceptible to that shit. But again, these are just like observations where I start to see groups form. Mm-hmm. And in my life, martial arts groups, religious groups, political groups, entertainment groups, PR groups, they're all organizations that when they get together and start to set up checks and balances of like I even heard Bert Kreischer say one time, he was like, I got a message from Joe. And he goes, Mark Maron ain't your boy, you know? And then Bert's like, oh shit. Oh, he said something about me. That's fucked up. Well, let me have him on my podcast and I'll talk to him, see if we can work it out. And he did, right? So it's like, but if somebody's going, hey, this isn't your boy, that doesn't sound like a level-headed individual. That sounds like somebody who's checking the fence.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you know what it sounds like?
Penetrate that circle.
It sounds like high school.
Yeah, it does.
Like exactly.
Same group.
Sounds like high school.
Just clicks and you bring your friend and be like, are they cool? I don't know.
Can we let them sit with us?
Yeah. Like, what's going to happen? Can we trade marshmallow treats? It's like, all right. Can we grow up yet?
Yeah. It is all the same thing.
It's
the same thing.
Good friends allow you to think for yourself, make your own friends, and do what you want to do in healthy ways. But I mean, dog, you're that is true.
Dude, I like what Jon Stewart said. Like Jon Stewart said that he was like, I don't think Joe's that guy. Like where he's right wing. Like I've heard Joe talk about like immigration, about Gaza, and about a lot of different things, but people on the right love to go like, oh, that's our fucking guy, you know? Yeah. But he does have this kind of middle of the road thing. But I think the danger of anybody in a position of power who's making hundreds of millions of dollars is you start to insulate yourself. Yeah. I was a bodyguard for these group of guys that went from making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to having a company that was valued at $5 billion overnight.
Jeez.
And they all fucking changed. Veneers, suits, cars, watches, divorces, affairs, drugs, Wolf of Wall Street. Like, you know, nobody's really immune to it. Yeah. But people in positions of power, like, oh, we gotta be careful. But this is all to say, like, I just think it all starts with us. And I do think art has a place. Like AI and all this shit that's going on is saying that artists don't have a place, and that's entertainment. Just shut up and entertain me. And it's like, I take issue with that. That is not the purpose. Mm-hmm. It can be a purpose, but it's definitely not why I got into this game. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I made one movie that was like that, point blank. It was popcorn. It was entertainment. Still had a thread of a guy who was afraid to be a father and dodging fatherhood. The most successful of the projects that I've worked on, right? But, you know, and I met Joe Lynch, and we're making another movie together, and I love him. And he's a wonderful, wonderful individual, but it was kind of empty. Like there was a bit of emptiness, you know, at the end of it. And it's like you get the call from Netflix and they go, guess what? You had 97 million independent downloads on the first week. And you're like, great. You get off the phone, you're like, don't care. But I still run into veterans who've seen Man Down and are like, you know, one conversation was like, I was ready to put a gun in my mouth, man. And I saw that movie and made a choice against it. Like I'll take that over $1 billion blockbuster any day of the week.
Amen, dude. So, amen.
You know,
that's it. That's the mission. Then that's the mission. I'm glad you're in this position now, creatively. This full circle. You know, AI getting back to the heart of like humanity and why we tell story. You know why we tell story. You're at the heart of it. Yeah. You're speaking on it. And I just can't wait to see you tell more story from that place. Agreed. And dude, last question for me. Someone that taught you what love is. Like, who's that person?
You know, my mom was pretty keen on that. Like, and if I'm being really honest, like only with me. Like my mom could be pretty hard, like when we were growing up, my dad as well. But for some reason, she kind of saw that I was, you know, more artistically inclined, I guess. And then, you know, she was an artist. She played the guitar, you know, so she would expose me to those kinds of things and like that kind of thing and like show me love. But I really, you know, for me, I think the biggest, like, love is what you're talking about. That's a way to show love. Like, love is it's a different type of love. Like, we're so fucked up in English because we're stuck with this one word. I love ice cream. I love cake. I love lamp. Like, we're stuck with this fucking word. Other cultures have different words for different kinds of love. And so I think with my children, and I fucked up one time so bad, like so bad. My son had done something. And anybody looking at it would be like, what the fuck? Like, what did this kid do? Like, look at him. Like, what is he doing? I flipped out and I was like, no, like, you don't do that, blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 you know, like doing that. Like, do you see this? You don't break this. Like, do you know how much, you know, like that kind of a thing? Like, this isn't what you do. And he just ran over and hugged me. Oh, dude. Like, and it's like, I know how terrifying I can be when I'm angry, even if there's no like intention or whatever. But the second you like raise your voice, or the second that the Kubrick psychopath stare comes out, and you're like, what the fuck did you do? Like, you broke the window, you know, like you threw the dog off the balcony, whatever that thing is. And that comes out, that anger, that rage. And you're met with that by a kid who's just like, oh my God, like dad's mad. He's mad at me. Oh, fuck. And he just comes up and gives me a hug. Like, changed everything. It changed everything. And I went, whoa. And I went into the other room. I cried. I came out. And I went, okay, I am sorry. I will never raise my voice. Like, this is why it's bad. And then we kind of talked about it. But, you know, that like my kids teach me every single day, like what love is supposed to look like. and they test it, right? Like that's their job. They're testing lines and boundaries and trying to see where they can go, where's too far, and because they're trying to explore the world, and this is all new for them. And you have to show them love. And then I would say, like, next to that, because I wouldn't have them without her, is Larissa. Like, first time. There's been a lot of good relationships. There's been a lot of bad relationships. There's been a lot of relationships where I was absolutely the problem and the reason. And there were relationships where I was taken advantage of and taken for a ride in the most horrific of ways. Like, that all kind of this rainbow, but never met anyone like this. Never met anybody like this. Not like her. She has a daughter as well, who's become like one of my best friends. And she just shows that love. Like, she's about love, and like, no. Like, we don't need to correct this way. And not doing the Braxton, use your words. Braxton, do you need to go sit? Braxton, I know it's a big feeling you're having. Like, she's not doing that either, right? Like, but she is like, no, wait, he doesn't know what the thing is. So you have to show him with love what that thing is, because he doesn't know. So he's doing this thing because this is what he knows. So, like, show him with love. So I'd be like, you know, my mom had moments that, you know, like, stuck with me, and was probably the best example of that. My father, you know, brought that structure, but my kids, man, my kids and my fiance, just like every day, I'm just learning something new. I'm just like, what? That kind of love, and trying to be fair, man. Like, we're in a cutting up clips environment, you know. Like, somebody listening to this is gonna be like, ooh, listen to that. I'm gonna send that to Andrew. Ooh, listen to that. I'm gonna send that to this person. You know, but at the same time, I can say, that guy's funny as fuck. Love some of the conversations that he's had. Love Theo. Like, love Joe. I don't miss. I just got done listening to this thing he did with this guy talking about DMT. I fucking love DMT. Let's go. But it's like, but it's also like, hey, putting out a message here that you can cap on everybody, and then the second that somebody caps on you, you just fold and go, oh, I'm gonna end my life. Oh, it's fucking over, and then everybody's gonna protect you. Yeah, keep him safe. We're against safe spaces unless it's for our guy. You know, we're against tribes unless it's our tribe, right? And that's kind of what I've been seeing. So I gotta go, whoa, wait a minute. Practice what you preach. You know, we're against giving to others, but not if you can't give to the church. Fuck that. You know, give to the church. Like, these things that people are just saying shit, but they're not doing it. They're not putting it into practice. You know, be faithful, you know, love your country, do all this stuff, but we're being sold out, you know? And listen, like, we're seeing it in politics in real time. Like, any reason why Barron Trump should be making $40 million right now? Like, no, zero. Oh, he's just brilliant. No, he's not. He knows what his father's going to do with the market. And so he's banking on it. And people go, oh, yeah, well, fuck it, because the Democrats are doing that too. And it's like, there's no end to your stupidity, dummy. Because if you just keep going, oh, look what they did, we're going to go here. And then the other side goes, oh, yeah, look how high they went. Well, we're going to go here. And you just end up, you know, being the two guys that walk into a room. I'm just sitting there like the Joker breaking the pool stick and going like, here, kill each other, make it fast. Like, I don't have that side, and why does it matter? We're just a bunch of comics sitting around talking. No. We're the most powerful platforms on the face of the planet. Everybody listens to you. When you say something, the culture moves. When you say something, the culture moves. When somebody comes on your podcast and says something, stocks go up, stocks go down, companies go out of business. That requires responsibility and self-reflection. I'm sure you're doing great, but from my observations, you got some fucking holes, son. And you got some holes in your game. And there's people that I know, I'm not calling out Brian, like he doesn't do that. He loves those people, loves that circle. I'm just saying, I know people that are around there, and that's kind of the vibe. It's like, don't talk shit. Don't bring that up. Don't say that. Don't say that. Say it this way. or something. Even the stealing jokes thing. Like, this is the same guy who went after Carlos Mencia, rightfully so, joke thief, stealing a bunch of shit. Now his people are doing the same thing. Like, we see the side-by-side video comparisons of people like literally ripping off SNL, going like, you know, doing these skits. And it's like, well, are you going to check your people, or are you just going to be the dominant authority? What's it going to be? Because right now we have an administration that's the dominant authority. Has anything changed? No. Billionaires are making billions and trillions. The place isn't safer. Where we have more chaos in the streets. We have more market manipulation going on. Nobody gives a fuck about Epstein. The United States is still the number one producer and consumer of child pornography. So what are you doing to change it? Oh no, we busted a child trafficking cell. The hell you did. Like that was in process before you got into office. So you're reaping those benefits of the people that did all the work and came before. So what the fuck are you really doing? Nothing. It's just the other team making money off of our demise and our conflict. So you asked me about, you know, love. I think tailing off to that is we gotta like love others. Like we have to. And so like with that, with my brother, you know, with this gentleman, I was like, listen, he's like, I don't ever fucking want to talk to you again. We're done. I was like, well, listen, you can say that. I will leave a door open. Like the door is open. You check into a rehab facility. You start that process. Give me a call. I'm here. So like, I will leave that door open. Cool. If your house is burning down, if your world is burning down, you can still call me. I was like, but it's not safe for me to float in your circle. I don't like it. It's bad. And so it's not black or white, man. Like you got to be able to like find a love in an enemy or an adversary.
That's right.
Or somebody's got a different opinion than you. Boy, dude, I felt that on one day in October. Like, and I don't give a fuck about talking about that anymore, because it's like I met with these people. I met, you know, these survivors, and it was horrific, and I was moved creatively, that I was like, I got to do something. I got to write about this. So then I start writing about it. But then these people get involved and start making it a certain narrative and pushing a certain way that is not accurate. It's not what fucking happened, right? And they're editing things and pulling things out. And I'm going, whoa, what are we doing here? Like, what is this? If the purpose is, well, it's complicated with the story and getting right, we can address that. But if the purpose is to push a propaganda or to push a certain narrative because it serves the people who are in your team, that's no good. I don't want a part of that. That's not good. Let's not do that. And then the response to that wasn't like, I hear you. The response was, oh, then you're on the other side. Fuck off. And it's like, but I'm not. Like, horrific what happened on October 6th. It's just horrific. But I would be irresponsible if I didn't bring up things that actual survivors were saying to me. The people who I'm supposed to be representing creatively are saying to me that happened, that don't jive with the narrative that you guys are trying to put on a show. So I gotta say something about that. And then it becomes not worth it, because then the scales tip too heavily, which is why I'm off social media, because then it's like, you know, you start to have these conversations where you start to feel unsafe. I don't mean mentally unsafe. I mean physically unsafe. So then I'm like, all right, hey man, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You guys are passionate. I understand the passion. I understand the anger and the vitriol. So, you know, it's like walking into a funeral and, you know, of somebody, and, you know, they got somebody up there speaking at the funeral that, you know, just got out of prison and is a rapist. And you're just like, I don't think that guy should be speaking. They're like, this is my mother's funeral. Shut the fuck up. You know, so I understand that, you know, and I go, okay, I'm gonna back off. This is my thing. I'm gonna back off. But, it's just been that thing. And I would say that to artists too. Like, everybody's so worried about bankability and commercialism and finding something that hits. We need stories now more than ever that are just like going after not your truth, but a truth, or just telling the story, and maybe hopefully you and the audience can find some kind of truth and understanding and love along the way. Like, that's it. But we need that. We really need that. I don't see anybody talking about that. Everybody online, LinkedIn, I'm still there. I feel like I'm 80 years old, but like LinkedIn and some of these other spots where people are like, this is what you need to do to hit the algorithm and make your thing sell. Come to my seminar, buy my AI, buy my fucking thing. It's like, no. Like, the story goes here and here. It's this. Like, Dave, you know this better than anybody. Like, I could write something, I could put something on paper, but then you got to trust actors. You got to trust actors to come in there if they're worth a damn, and to come in there and not direct the shit, not propagandize and go, I'm the director. I've had conversations with the biggest fucking directors in town that all go like this. What's my vision? My vision. That's like, right. But the greatest pieces are when a director goes, here's the idea, right? But you're going to go and you're going to live in this guy's shoes. You're going to figure out what he's feeling, what he's thinking. You're going to get in his head. I have an idea, but you're going to come and now I'm going to watch you play, and I'm going to watch you mine these words and play with these words. And let's see if we can find some truth. Like this thing I'm directing, I don't know the answer. I really don't, dude. I have no idea what the answer is to this problem. I'm confident that if I put together the right actors, I'm going to discover things and go, oh my God, like there it is. There's the truth. Truth's right there. I didn't know it. I didn't know it when I was writing it. But they want everybody to have the truth figured out. And it's like their vision. We're promoting this pyramid still. When really you should just have this knit group of people that you love. You know, what you did with your film, what I'm trying to do with mine is just bring people together, and they go, all right, Adam, this scene, what is your vision? Oh, fuck my vision. What are you trying to get? What are you trying to get out of here? Where'd you come from? What are you trying to get? What's she trying to get? Do you know that? Do you not know that? Okay, now struggle over that thing. Fight. Okay. And then you find truth. You find the treasure. So we just need people running out. We got cell phones, man. Go make your shit. You can go direct to consumer. You don't need film festivals. You don't need that shit. You can just put your stuff online. Let people see it. If it's good, it will fly to the top. And maybe not. Maybe your film is one starfish out of the tens of thousands that wash up on the shore after a storm. You know, and the guy's walking on the beach and he sees this little kid throwing the starfish in. You probably heard this story. And then he goes, what are you doing? He goes, I got to save all the starfish. He goes, you can't, you're not going to make a dent. What are you doing? You spend the next 5 years throwing all the starfish and you're not going to do anything. Then he picks up the starfish and looks at it, throws it in the water, and he goes, well, I made a difference to that one. That's it. You got to like create your art like the Buddhist paintings, wash it away, let it go.
That's right, dude. So, that was beautiful, man.
That's it.
Well, Adam, we love you, buddy. Thank you for doing this, dude.
Sorry.
No,
I got to apologize.
We didn't even talk about AI.
What are you apologizing for?
It's always too much. I just ran.
It's not too much.
I hate it.
What do you mean?
No, because I bulldozed the conversation.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I prompted you.
I'm going to talk 5 minutes about how I bulldozed the conversation.
No, dude. You answered every question and it's just us hanging out.
This is how it would be if you were in Jersey.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. Yeah, dude. Stop doing
that.
Come on,
man. I do really, man. You called me that one time. I think you were at the boxing gym. You'd like just gotten out of the boxing gym or something. And you were sitting there and you started talking about the armor of God, like what that means. Yeah. It was like one of the best freaking conversations I've ever had, because, you know, I'm kind of egomaniac when it comes to that subject. I'm like, oh, I learned biblical Hebrew and fucking, studied religion for like years and fuck church, like that kind of guy. But then like you call me up and you're like, hey man, have you read this thing? Like, this is what it says. What do you think? I'm like, fucking no. Like, well, I think like it's like this. Like you got to wake up every day and you got to go through these things. Dude, that conversation changed my headspace. Like particularly with the Bible, and got me reading the Bible again.
Wow.
That one.
Wow. That's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, dude. That was gnarly.
Dude, you were my starfish that day, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, no shit. It's a great conversation, though, man.
It was, man. It was for me too, bro. It was
great. I'm grateful for you, dude. I really am. I'm grateful for you, dude.
Me too.
It's like there's not a lot of people. Noah does that for me. He'll call me up and go, "Hey, are you kicking around?" And then get on the phone and go, "Hey, so what do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And we'll start talking. What he's really doing is he's calling me up and going, "I think you're in a bad place," like, or he's in a bad place and he's calling me up. But we'll explore things, and I mean, you and him are, that's it. That's the only people.
I appreciate it,
bro. It did. It really changed. I sat down and read it. I read the whole chapter that night. I was like, what does this mean? What is he talking about? Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I love you. I love you guys. You're really great people. Yeah, I just hope more people go out and just try to make something. You made something, dude. Shit. You made it. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Go see his film.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
We gotta get the thing.
Yeah. I know how to be a good friend because I've got good friends with me that do the same thing for me.
Same
Mikey,
here,
my boy Adam.
Mikey's
shout out
here, brother.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Thanks for being here.
Mikey, when are you getting married?
Next year sometime. You'll get an invite. Don't worry.
Oh,
are you serious?
Probably.
Just be ready.
I got it, dude. What am I gonna wait for?
Just be ready, bro.
What am I gonna wait for? I was gonna bring that up, but you
just send me the dates.
I was gonna bring that up, but you were bulldozing. You know what I mean?
Don't talk.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. But like, but it's one of those things where I have to think about like weddings and stuff now. But I'm like, when I think of a wedding, like you were talking about earlier, is like, a lot of stuff that we do is like we put up this illusion and like it's for other people.
Yeah.
Like a wedding is kind of like for other people in a way, but I also have personal things that I want for a wedding. For sure. But it's like now I'm in that headspace too of things. So. Yeah. But dude, you'll get an invite. Don't worry.
Dude, isn't that true though? Like when you're putting on a party or like a baptism, even like a baptism or a wedding or a birthday party, you're not doing it for yourself. No. You're doing it for the people that are going to show up.
Yeah. Dude, every wedding I've been to is like the bride and groom hate it. Yeah. They're in the worst place ever. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a
whirlwind. And I was gonna say too the standing ovation thing. It's like weddings don't even get 14-minute ovations. No, they don't. You know what I mean? So that's what I was gonna joke about and just be like, that's what pissed me off. You know what I mean? Dude. But that's all I got, man. That's all.
You're like, no one claps for true love.
Yeah, like like
and a matrimonial union, but for The Rock playing. MMA fighter, that's getting the 14-minute standing ovation, dude.
It's weird.
That's a great observation, bro. You're funny, man.
Thanks, dude.
You're funny,
man. What about like like soldiers that these guys that I talk to save people, firemen, policemen, first responders, all this stuff, doctors. Kind of reminds me, and not to take away from giving thanks to God either. But it is that thing of like, surgeon comes out, he's like, "Hello, Mrs. Danforth." I don't know why your name's Danforth, but hello, Mrs. Danforth. Your husband, we just got out. 48 hours in surgery, no sleep, but we made it. We did it. Took a nap somewhere between the last 12 hours, but I think he's going to walk again, and he's going to live, and he's going to walk again. Oh, thank God! God, my prayers worked. God, Jesus, God. And the doctor's like, go home.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. You know?
I'll just get out of here. You guys enjoy. You guys have a good time. I'll just get out of here. Oh man, that's funny, dude.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, weddings are that's for everybody else. And
get ready for it.
It's so funny. The bride and groom are always miserable.
Yeah,
They're always fucking miserable.
They are. All that money and time and crazy. And then they get ready for the bachelor party, Mike, because we're gonna get crazy. It's gonna be wild.
Let's fucking go, boys.
No, it's shaking his head, dude.
Guy. That's comedy. That's comedy. That was comedy.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be shit everywhere. There's gonna be liquids everywhere, dude. Let's get wet.
Oh,
sorry, guys.
Jeez.
Let's get wet, bro. It's gonna be like a Diddy party. Let's just fucking go, man. It's like, wait a minute, aren't you getting ready to commit? Yeah,
hold on.
This is why I gotta get it out of my system.
Gotta get it out of my system, bro.
You know, you're creating a massive dopamine addiction in your head.
Dopamine bath.
But it's my last chance,
right?
man.
Like you're creating your own. Like the bachelor party is creating a fucking problem that you're gonna have in your marriage, right?
Dude, whoever came up with that,
bro.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that,
hold up, how did that happen,
dude? He must have been a piece of shit.
As a psyop.
As
a psyop. The bachelor party
is that in the Bible somewhere?
No,
the bachelor party.
No.
Where'd that come from?
It's not in the Bible, bro.
I mean, dude. when I was doing security, we were always going between Utah and Vegas. We go to Vegas to do training. Like that's the thing in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like the bachelorette parties and the bachelor parties.
Oh man,
it's just women coming to town to fuck whoever they want to fuck before they get married. It's like that doesn't fuck everything up for you. Nah, I'm just having fun.
It's crazy.
So you are a sociopath.
Yeah,
like you are like or a psychopath. Because when Wednesday comes, 2 days from now, when you're standing there,
oh my god,
and going, I do, while you still have him on your breath.
Oh.
Or her on your breath as you're speaking your vows. It's a lie. It's all a fucking lie. Bunch of liars. It's stupid. It's all performative bullshit. Yeah.
We're not doing
bachelorette parties.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, where's Stacy? Where's Stacy? Where is she? Oh my God. I think she went into the bathroom with the waiter.
Naked.
Oh my God. Did you sleep with him? Okay, we're all gonna pinky swear. We're not gonna tell our husband, soon to be husband.
Dude, house for life.
That's horrible. It's so sad, man.
That's Vegas. And the bachelorette party is the same thing. It's like, hey, brother, you look great. It was a great day. You go out there and you get married. Hey man, that stripper. Oh, that was crazy. Did you do after the lap dance? Did you? You did?
No,
you dog. No, hey man, I'm proud of you. You're finally responsible, right? No more of that shit. All right, go get him. Go get married.
Seen it too many times.
All fucking morons.
Yep.
Well, guys,
just these Neanderthals, just these traditions that are just so fucking stupid.
Hey, we promise we won't do that to Mike. That will never happen to you, brother. That's the podcast, dude. No, I know you will. That's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get in touch with Adam Simon, so don't try. He's off his social media.
He's out.
Let him live his life with his family and enjoying.
You know. Leave me alone.
Leave him alone.
No, man, I am on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I'm on Twitter to I'm starting to do like experiments with lenses, cameras, AI.
Okay.
And just putting it on there.
Yeah.
Like, not really for like I sent you that stuff, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
And I'm just doing that and then occasionally going like, yeah, like fuck that, but I'm not like then I'll delete the app off my phone for a week and then come back and like check it.
Yeah.
If I hear like something massive's going on, like the dollar's crashing, like we're totally fucked. Okay,
what does that mean?
There's like a hurricane. Like I have a TikTok, but I don't. It's deactivated on my phone, so I don't.
Do you care for people to go to your Twitter?
My Instagram's total died. I mean, they can. Like if somebody's got a filmmaking question or something.
If you want, dude. If you want to, what's the handle?
Or somebody's
give them something.
Interested.
What's the handle?
Yeah. It's like
a bunch of letters and numbers.
It's a bunch of like different.
Dude, I really wanted to ask about like because AI has grown so much since the last episode, dude.
We were talking about it like crazy.
What did you say? Adam Simon said.
Well, Adam G. Simon.
Adam G. Simon on Twitter.
Adam G. Simon.
We'll put it in the description too.
Yeah, dude, it's just it's excelled so much.
It's crazy.
You know,
just video wise,
everybody's behind now. Like when computers came out, everybody was doing all right. Now in junior high school, we're going to have a typing class, and it's accelerated so fast that all these old fucks can't keep up.
Yeah.
And like I saw this guy going, join our AI short film contest, and here's some of our samples, and it was dog shit, all of it. It was terrible. Jeez. And so one of the reasons, and if people go to my Twitter, they can see the reason I put out those videos that I did, is because I'm like, you guys are still dealing with shitty Mid-Journey images that you're putting into, some other AI platform to create motion, but it's still lifeless. When you have this other application that can literally do anything, like it can make me, my hair moves the way that it moves. I talk the way that I talk. My beard, if I had a beard, it would move. It's so realistic that you cannot fucking tell. And there's a couple exceptions, like when I shake Donald Trump's hand or Barack Obama's hand, it's,
Those are the videos
that's AI. Like the other shit, forget it. Like you can't tell. When I'm taking a drink, can't tell. When I'm smoking a cigarette, you can't tell. And that's all from a photo.
Yeah.
It's just a photo.
Just one photo.
It's a photo of me that I uploaded to Grok, because Grok is overtaking.
Is that Obama?
Yeah, he's shaking hands with Obama in the video.
ChatGPT and all these others, Jasper. Yeah, it's all through Grok, Super Grok. Yeah, it's crazy. But the motion, you'll see one where I just do this. Like I hold my hands up like this. I go like this. I run my hands through my hair. I check my beard. Fuck it. I could send that to anybody and they'd be like, why did you send me that video, bro? That's weird. What are you doing? I thought you shaved. Like, didn't you cut your hair? Your hair's still on? When was this? Where do you take this? But they definitely want to go, that's AI.
No.
And so the things that Sony, the things that Warner Brothers, the things that Paramount or Disney, the things that they have is insane. And I've seen some of those applications. You can't tell, nor are they going to tell you. So like you're going to see shit coming out and people are going to go, wow, did you see that performance?
Dude, I said this was going to happen. Go, yeah, that was AI. I said this was going to happen. The studios are going to lie. They're going to say, wow, we check out this new film with these actors and this is about this. They're all going to be like, this is a real film shot on location in Detroit, Michigan.
They have the deals. Yeah, they have the deals in place. Like some of them have already been announced. Like Warner Brothers struck a deal. CAA struck a deal. Who's another one? Well, Warner Brothers is going through that sale right now. Netflix made a deal. There was something else, but they're all like, we're going to be responsible and use bullshit.
Dude, come on.
Bullshit.
Come on.
You're just going to decrease costs
and maximize income
and keep this thing moving.
That's it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense to make a $250 million movie.
No, for sure. For sure. Truly does not.
Stupid. It's dumb.
I still think I mean, I'm who am I to say? But like but you got me riled up now. See, now you got me riled up because this is one of my main concerns. It's like to have the ability to use this AI now for creating circumstantial scenes where you know the actors can't show on the day, or you can't get location or whatever, or you can't write. That for me is like this is the issue now. It's like, as the artist, where is your line? I think everyone is going to have to come to this point where they decide where their line is. And if your intention is to just maximize profit and minimize spending, then why would you spend any brain power writing? Why would you spend any brain power at all in the creative process? Like, if everyone can do it, if my mom can make a better feature film than I could this year, like, what's the point of it all? The point of it, it's like you were talking with the US, like there's no foundational value.
Because nobody, this is the last bastion or the last line that we have, I think. This is for me. This is what I've come to, because I had the AI company, right? And like Nolan AI, and I've messed around with all these AI applications and helped develop some. Because I've finally come to a spot where I just said, AI cannot tell my story. Mm-hmm. I can tell AI my story and it can tell my story for me. But we still have some time to where AI would need to read all of my emails, all my text messages, review my entire life, every written word I've ever spoken, every interview that I've ever done, every screenplay I've ever written, to be able to talk like me. And I do have it with Nolan and with ChatGPT as well, because I have a dedicated machine. I have like an NVIDIA machine that only has like stuff on there that I'm referencing, where it can say, hey, I think this is an area you might want to explore. And I use it as kind of like a idea co-writer. Like, I'm stuck on this thing, man. Give me some avenues. Like, where do I go? But what it can't do is be me. It can't be me. It can present a counterfeit of me, and a very, very good one, really solid, but it can't be me. And it's a unique point in history because actors, writers, some directors, a lot of directors are more kind of egocentric, but they're in a place where they don't feel like they're enough, and that their voice, they don't like their voice. That's not what they're here for. But the really good actors come to an understanding that they are the instrument. They are the thing that people want to see. And it is them, which can lead you down dangerous roads of narcissism and all that stuff. But you have to be able to tell your story in your way, this kind of, these ideas that can come from you. And the thing that I think that's the last thing. That's the last thing to go, really. Once AI is ready to do that, I'll hang it up. I mean, I'll still tell the stories that I want to tell. I definitely am not going to go after it as like a livelihood or something like that. I might find another vein or another way. But I'm also not interested in doing, the foreign sales model, distribution, putting, Gerard Butler in every fucking movie, and having a budget that's triple what it actually costs to make, because the union is telling me I got to pay all these fucking people.
Fucking insane.
Fuck that. Like, I can take an iPhone 17 Pro Max, get a lens package for that, and I can go out and shoot whatever I want. Or I can get a film camera if I want to be a purist, and I can go out and do that, because digital is science, film is magic. Uh-huh. And so what medium do I want to play in? But I'm definitely not going to pay 20 people to sit around on a fucking smoking break and collect money when they ain't doing shit.
Yep.
And just because the union tells them to be there. Fuck that. Well, it's our jobs. Well, your jobs are changing now. So you have to evolve or align yourself with people that are like, hey, I'm still making black and white silent films. Oh, really? Yeah. You won't get paid what you got back in the day, but we can make something work, and we're working together on something that we both mutually love and respect, and something that you're trained in. That's just the reality of the situation. Mm-hmm. Like, the most valuable asset you have is you, like your experiences. Like, I want to see the rom-com about, Mikey in the backyard digging up that, freaking thing and making the fire pit. I want to, that's something I haven't seen. I want to hear that unique perspective. I want to see, these stories that can showcase something. It was the same way with rap. Rap was all East and West Coast, but then you started having people coming out of Atlanta. This is what Atlanta life is like. This is what Detroit life is like. This is what it's like for a Puerto Rican guy, for a white dude, for a Korean guy, for a Korean rapper. This is what it's like. And then hip hop just kind of spread around the world that way. And now we've lost it, and we've gotten back to, with very few exceptions, people just making music on a Macintosh. Mm-hmm. And, the last thing I'll say on this is cybros are forgetting that truly memorable work, I'm not talking about sellable work, bankable work. I'm talking about truly memorable work comes from imperfections. The imperfections make it perfect. It's like, if I went into every Italian home around the world and it had cacio di pepe or bolognese, it all tasted exactly the same measurements. You put in the exact same water exact same salt, exact same this. But it's not. There's always a variant. It's like, what the fuck is that? I'm tasting something. This is so good. What is that? Oh, my mom throws a little cinnamon in there. What? Cinnamon and fucking pasta sauce is crazy. What? This isn't French toast. What is she doing? It's sacrilegious. No, but it's the variations. It's the things that people can do. Now, AI, can get to a point where it's like, I've mapped out all the probabilities of this story. Your main character has gotten to the point where he's got the hostage, the guns to the head. So he's either going to fire on the police and kill himself. He's going to kill the hostage. He's going to let her go. He's going to give up, or he's going to go out in a blaze of glory. Those are your options. That's it. So pick one. And you're like, nah, I think he's going to take off all of his clothes and do a Bollywood dance number. And that's what makes us quintessentially, essentially human. Is our ability to Kobayashi Maru, like in Star Trek, hack the system and then go, yeah, this is an unwinnable situation. I just made it fucking winnable. Fuck you guys. I'm winning. Is that humans don't have those. I mean, we do have boxes that we're placed in, but you gotta start looking at things outside of the traditional film school model. It's not a sandbox like this. You got to pick that bitch up and start looking at it in a 4-dimensional space of how can I tell this story in the best way, and playing with it. But tell your story and find that confidence in yourself, your own voice, and don't beg. Don't fucking beg for permission. That's such an easy thing to say. The whole system is set up to beg for permission and beg motherfuckers to follow your dreams. Please pay me. Please believe in my art. Please be in my movie. I've been such a fan. Do you know how many letters I've written? This part was written for you. You're the only person that can fucking do this. Blah 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 blah. And they get it and they read it and they go, yeah, next. And you're just begging people. And then finally, I'm like, fuck this. Yeah. Who do I know? What are actors that are really good that I know? And I call them up. I go, yo, man, you want to do this? Because if you want to do this, I can pay you. This is what I can pay you. That's it. I'm not negotiating with your fucking agent. This is what I can pay you. You want to do it? You in, you out. I'm in. But I need you to shoot my shit in a week. Done. I'll make it happen. Let's go. That's how it's got to go. All these intermediary fucks, all these agents and managers. My client just did a Chase commercial. You want him for 2 weeks. Chase, $2.5 million. Fuck off. Fuck off. That's not happening. Why? Well, don't you value him because of his value? And it's like, no, I respect him because of his artistry. If I had all the money in the world, I would fucking pay him. As an artist, is there a shred of artist still left in this motherfucker? Is there
any artist left there? Yeah.
Right? Because if he's all about the bag, that's okay. He can be about the bag. Dude, I've had these conversations with the biggest fucking agents, biggest talent on some of the projects that we have right now. Meat Paw being one of them. I've had these conversations and literally had actors respond through their agents. Don't you want him? Come on. You can find $3 million for a week. You can have him come on for a week. I'll tell you what. You find $3 million. You pay his deposit. We will lock him down right now. Do you know what that's going to do for your film? And it's like, stop. I don't have that. I'm not going to ruin my life and my reputation and the budget and the production value of this film so that he can buy another watch, or he can take another fucking vacation, or he can go out and do another, whatever, go out and do another party. I'm not fucking doing that. Right? So let's be reasonable with each other. I'm going to pay him, well, or can we get creative? Can he have producer credits? Can we give him something on the back end? Can we bring him in and collaborate creatively like that? And it's like, all right, fine. If you can only get $1 million, you get him for 3 days. Figure it out. And then I'm like, fuck you. Because then all of the cast and crew is going, oh God, we got to rush. Hurry. Mistakes are made. People get hurt. Stunts get fucked up. All kinds. And then when that shows up, oh, it's the great thing. Fuck off. And again, the art is very valuable. I treasure it. I love it. But fuck you. You're not saving the world. But you are. It's that weird thing. You have to kind of go, what you're doing is incredibly important, but fuck you. You're not important.
Yeah. You're not $3 million for 5 days important. Yeah.
Bro, it's terrible. And the actors are seeing the writing on the wall.
Good.
Because they're coming to the table and going like, well, you know, I'm like, you're high. I'll just go to the next person.
That's right.
Then eventually, you know, I had a great conversation with this actor. I'll wait. I don't want to jinx it. This actor, bro, he's you. He reminds me a lot of, like, if you guys had a baby that was like raised by a surfing gypsy, it would be this guy. And he's so great. He's like, I'm in. And he goes, listen, man, right out the gate, if money's a problem, we'll figure it out. Like, if money's not a problem, ka-ching, awesome. He's like, but look, man, I want to do this movie and I don't care how it goes. And actors will tell you that kind of thing. But then when I get on with his agent, he goes, look, I hate you because he wants to do this movie now. And he thinks all you guys got is food stamps. So now I'm fucked, you know? And I go, well, look, we'll be fair, but like, this is all we have to work with. I'm not going to lie to you, you know? Yeah. Like, this is what it is. If you're not going to lie to me, you know? But you'll find the people. And this dude's stellar. And then we found another actor, same thing. And it took, oh my God, dude, if you knew how many fucking actors, basically the entire cast of the Avengers, right? Like, I went through every single one of those motherfuckers. It was all conversations about, and every single one of their agents like, you know, he's doing Doomsday. You know, she's doing Doomsday. You know what the price just went
The price went
up. The price went up.
You know, like, they're diamonds. And it's like, fuck you. I'd rather get somebody who's coming out of like community theater, who's been doing like, you know, fucking Mamet and fucking, you know, Sam Shepard and freaking Shakespeare at like little community theaters, or like going out and performing monologues like out in the street and people throwing shit at them. I'd rather get those people that are hungry, because I'm going to get a hell of a performance. Mm-hmm. Or somebody that's fresh off a series who was doing really well, and you know, they're looking for creative things. Let me grab that person. You know, because you get those people, and then a performance is undeniable.
That's right.
It's undeniable. If it's truthful and emotionally connected, it's undeniable. Well, nobody's going to see it if, I keep saying Gerard Butler. Nobody's going to see it if Gerard Butler isn't in it, you know, or somebody like him. I said goodbye to 2 sets of producers because they kept saying, they were like, we'll find a director who could get me an A-lister. And it's like, oh, eat a dick. Uh-huh. Like, eat a dick. So now you just want me to find some Nepo baby who's like connected to a bunch of actors or banging an actor or whatever. And by the way, like, my fucking guy, he's directed all kinds of people. He's directed A-listers, B, C, everybody. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, well, you could get something better. Bring it to me, Adam. I talked to this producer, and I'm going to send this to her so she knows. Like, so I called her. I said, this is what I'm working on. She goes, no, I can't do it. Then she calls me back, and she goes, hi, I wanted to see what you have for me. Just like that. And I said, what do you mean? What do I have for you? She goes, a script that I can use, that we can go out to town with, and then, you know, we get cast attached and we take care of you later, something you could sign off to me, or a project that you have, but it's got to have, you know, bankable actor. It's got to have somebody that I can go out. I'm looking for like $10 to $15 million production budget range. And I went, if I had any of those things, what the fuck do I need you for? That's what I told her. I was like, what the fuck do I need you for?
Yeah.
Why are you approaching me like I got to bring, here you are, Your Majesty, I got to bring something to you. What are you talking about? Yeah. But that's the town. Jeez. Town is, hey, agent, you know, agent so-and-so, what do you got for my client? Appease me. I'm listening. Fuck off, the lot of you.
That's right.
You know, you're stepping in between the artists and making money off of the exchange. You're the pastor that's coming in and going, don't read the Bible, I'll read it to you. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, and you're making money off of that and building your church and driving your, you know, Escalade.
Right.
Fuck off. Go right to the people that you know, and you can find them. Like on Twitter, especially, like you have access to anybody. Like you can get to them, and eventually those people see it. And there are artists. I'll put this guy on blast. Don Cheadle, phenomenal fucking human being, phenomenal dude. I had a call with him, and I'm like, here we go. one of the Avengers. I'm gonna get this fucking I'm Madonna shit. Here we go. And I get on with him, and dude, his comments about the script and about like what and the characters and their motivations of what it could be, like where it could go, and his genuine like childlike fascination about the art. Now, this project didn't end up working for different reasons, or just kind of like on hold, if I'm being honest. But then I went back to my buddy Noah and I was like, dude, this thing we're working on, Don Cheadle. And he was like, yo, what? Like, that's great. I didn't even think about somebody his age. I didn't even think about, like that kind of spin on the story. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, and guess what? He's an artist. Like, he's still an artist. Like, this dude is still painting. Like, I get on and he's not talking about bullshit. He's talking about, and he's actually read, and he's going like, is it too far of a stretch to think this character would do this? And I go, oh my God, dude, this guy, I fucking love this guy. And we're talking about work. Like, we're getting into working. I've never, straight up, dude, this dude's massive. I got on the Zoom with this actor and he's like, gotta be honest with you, I read the first 5 pages and it's good. You got a good idea. I'm available. I think you guys were saying you're going to shoot in March. Is that what he was saying? Is that what you were saying? March? Got about a 2-week window we can make it work. I'm having my assistant pull through the script and give some notes. You guys open the notes? She's going to read. She's going to send it over to you. And then, let's set something up next week. I got a jet. I got this golf thing to get to, but I'll, we'll touch base next week after she sends you the notes. And I'm like, fuck this guy. Not in a million years. Not happening. Don't give a fuck.
Jeez, man.
Wait. Nope.
No thanks.
No thank you.
We'll pass.
Yeah. Well, guys, I gotta go.
Okay. Okay, dude. Dude, it's been a tremendous pod. Adam, thank you for your time. Sorry about daylight savings again. You owe me a punch in the stomach.
Hey, thank you guys.
It's good to see you, dude.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, until the next time, dude.
Good to see you.
You're always coming back, man.
Yeah, man. We'll do it. Love you guys.
Love you, dude.
Yeah, I'll always be back. Always come on.
And that's the podcast. My name's Mike. I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.
Adam Simon.
Adam G. Simon.
Yes.